These aren't just old houses, they were built before America even existed. They've survived wars, revolutions, and centuries. And yes, they're still standing today. 1. Fairbanks House, Massachusetts, 1641. Located in Dedham, Massachusetts, the Fairbanks House is widely considered the oldest surviving timber frame house in North America. Built around 1641 by Jonathan Fairbanks for his family, the house is a rare example of early colonial architecture that has withstood centuries of harsh New England weather. What's fascinating is that it stayed in the Fairbanks family for 8 generations, over 250 years. The architecture is distinctly medieval English, with its steeply pitched roof and central chimney. Today, it's a museum, offering a glimpse into the lifestyle of early settlers. Walking inside is like stepping into the 1,600, no plumbing, just hand-hewn beams and historical silence. It's a national treasure and a must-see for anyone interested in America's architectural beginnings. 2. James Blake House, Massachusetts, 1661. Nestled in Boston's Dorchester neighborhood, the James Blake House is the city's oldest standing structure, built in 1661 by English immigrant James Blake. Its post-medieval, timber-frame style is a reminder of Old World craftsmanship brought to New England. The house originally stood on a large estate, but was moved to its current location in the 9890s to save it from demolition. Thanks to the Dorchester Historical Society, it's now preserved as a museum. Inside, you'll see massive wooden beams, original fireplaces, and details like hand-wrought nails. While modern Boston rises around it, the Blake House remains a humble survivor of early colonial life, a symbol of resilience and community effort to protect its heritage. 3. Henry Whitfield House, Connecticut, 1639. Built in 1639 in Guilford, Connecticut, the Henry Whitfield House isn't just one of the oldest houses, it's also one of the sturdiest. Made of thick fieldstone rather than timber, this fortress-like structure served both as a family home and a place of refuge for settlers during times of conflict with native tribes. Reverend Henry Whitfield, one of Guilford's founders, lived here with his large family. Over the centuries, the house has served many roles: a school, a meeting place, even a Revolutionary War site. Today, it operates as Connecticut's oldest house museum. The thick stone walls, huge fireplaces, and iron fittings tell a story of survival, faith, and frontier life in colonial New England. 4. Richard Sparrow House, Massachusetts, 1640. Located in the picturesque coastal town of Plymouth, Massachusetts, the Richard Sparrow House dates back to around 1640. It was built by Richard Sparrow, an English surveyor who came to Plymouth Colony with his family. What makes this house special isn't just its age, but its location. Just a short walk from Plymouth Rock, the house is modest but well preserved, with exposed beams, wide plank floors, and a central hearth. Today, it serves as a gallery and gift shop, combining history with local art. It's a quiet reminder of how early settlers lived, and the fact that it's still standing today speaks volumes about early American craftsmanship and preservation. 5. Loomis Homestead, Connecticut, 1640. The Loomis Homestead, built in 1640 in Windsor, Connecticut, is the ancestral home of the Loomis family, one of the region's earliest settlers. It's part of the Loomis Chaffee School campus and represents one of the best preserved examples of colonial saltbox architecture. The house was built using local timber and traditional joinery techniques, with a steep roof and central chimney. It's said that every American with the surname Loomis can trace their roots back to this site. Though not open daily to the public, the home has been carefully preserved by the school. It's not just a house, it's a landmark of genealogy and early American education. 6. Hoxie House, Massachusetts, C.C. 1675. In the village of Sandwich, Massachusetts, stands the Hoxie House, one of the oldest saltbox homes in the U.S., believed to date back to 1675. With its sharply sloped roof and small paned windows, it's a textbook example of early colonial architecture. Originally home to Rev. John Smith, the town's first minister, it later belonged to the Hoxie family. giving the house its modern name. It was abandoned for a time but fully restored in the 1950s. Inside, you'll find period furnishings, a massive cooking hearth, and original woodwork that takes you back to colonial Cape Cod life. It's like a living history book in wood and stone. 7. CA. Nothnagel Log House, New Jersey. C. Deep, deep, deep. Nothnagel Log House, New Jersey. Deep, deep, deep. Nothag. CA Nothouse. Log. Noth Hike Logan. Noth Atoll. 100 years. No 2 0 0 No 2. The CA Nothnagel Log House in Gibbstown, New Jersey is often credited as the oldest surviving log cabin in the United States, believed to have been built around 1638 by Finnish-Swedish settlers. What makes it unique is its construction using white oak logs joined with wooden pegs and no nails. The cabin is just 16 by 22 feet with a huge corner fireplace made of bricks brought over from Europe as ship ballast. Despite its modest size, the house has stood the test of time for nearly 400 years. It's privately owned but occasionally open to visitors, offering a rare look at pre-colonial frontier living. 8. Balch House, Massachusetts, c. 1679. The Balch House in Beverly, Massachusetts, built around 1679, is one of the oldest wood frame houses in America and an outstanding example of first-period architecture. John Balch, a settler who arrived in the area in the early 1600s, built this house for his family, and parts of it may even date earlier. The home features a gabled roof, exposed beams, and massive fireplaces. It remained in the Balch family for generations before being donated to the Beverly Historical Society. Today, it's a museum, open for tours in the warmer months. The Balch House is not just a preserved structure, it's a preserved legacy. 9. White Ellery House, Massachusetts, 1710. While slightly newer than the others, the White Ellery House in Gloucester, Massachusetts, built in 1710, earns a spot due to its architectural uniqueness and preservation. It was originally constructed for Reverend John White and later inhabited by the Ellery family. This early Georgian-style house has large rooms, a symmetrical layout, and rare painted wall decorations inside. The house sits right near the ocean, a reminder of Gloucester's long maritime history. Managed by the Cape Ann Museum, it hosts occasional exhibitions and art events. The White Ellery House reflects not just age, but a transition in American housing from medieval styles to more refined colonial forms.